I am from Canada and New Zealand.
Australia.
I'm from the States.
Russia.
I'm from France.
Mainly I'm from Russia.
From Sydney, Australia. Been living in Hong Kong for 7.5 years.
From United States, and I've been here 6 years.
It's been awful. They were very slow to get testing done. They were very bureaucratic about approving tests. They didn't use the WHO's test, which was working everywhere else in the world.
Rubbish. Russia's not doing very well in terms of numbers and people's comments, at least from what I know.
I think they're doing the best they can given the situation. I mean, it's a virus that's more aggressive than any other virus that's, I think, the world's known.
They're getting better. They didn't initially handle it as well as Hong Kong, but they've slowly learnt, and now they've introduced 2-week compulsory quarantine for visitors and closed the borders and closed schools, following what Hong Kong did in the early steps.
A lot of them can't get masks right now, so we tried to send masks to them, but they'll be shipped in 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit, especially for my mother, who's getting up there in age. But I mean, they're very smart about it, so they stay safe.
I definitely haven't considered moving back because my career is here right now, and I know that my family is taking precautions. So Skype and everything is just really, really close.
Not worried, not considered moving back. They're fine. Living in Hong Kong like I do, I explained to them about how to wear a mask and how to use hand sanitizer. Told them to relax and live their life and stay clean, use hygiene.
Yeah.
It's just another flu, a bad one, but you have to treat it as a flu. It's not the Black Plague.
Luckily, Hong Kong is doing so well. It's kind of a bit of a safe haven to be here. So if anyone should be coming here instead of going elsewhere, yeah.
No. Because my parent is doctor and he told me all the time, he says the mask is not necessary.
It took me a while to wear one all the time because I'm not used to it, but then I realised the importance and wanted to conform to what people here expected.
When everyone started wearing masks, I was like, oh, this is happening now. Like, I have to get it.
I did, but the funny story is no one would sell me one. So as I went to the pharmacies, they would say, we don't have any masks, we don't have any masks. And then you'd see a queue, right? And I'd line up in the queue, and then those people were lined up for masks. It's not that they didn't give it to me, it's because I don't speak the language. Maybe I did not know when the masks were going to be in stock. I don't think it was prejudice. I just think I didn't know the local ways of getting masks.
I still think that masks serve a purpose. Yeah. I mean, in Hong Kong, everybody's really close proximity, so I just feel personally more safe and sanitary when I'm wearing one.
Western health experts and doctors and everything were saying, they're not necessary. Save them for frontline workers. There's a shortage. So I, originally was kind of in that camp, but I think what's changed it is, partly now that they know there are so many asymptomatic people who can spread it. So the fact that everyone's wearing a mask, even if they don't feel sick, is really important because they might still have it.
I guess that Hong Kong was really quick to react, and I'm a school teacher. We haven't been in the school since January, so I just feel like once it was announced, it was very quick to put in these measures, whereas it definitely took longer in other countries.
I think Hong Kong handled it amazingly well. Russia did the opposite. I'd say they were very slow to respond. And it's surprising that the country that has a border with China and with the Europe Union until very, very late into all this pandemic, and they were like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. We're like, cool, we're all right. And turns out they're not really.
I think Hong Kongese people are very conscientious of each other, whereas the Western way tends to be more about themselves, what's good for them. Whereas here I've really seen an amazing amount of, union between everybody to take care of each other, which I don't really see so much at home and in other Western countries.
In France, we don't know, like the beginning of the situation with the virus, the government say, oh, don't worry, it's like a big flu, so you can go outside. And after he saw it's very like a lot of the case, he said, okay, now we need to shut down everything. But yeah, France is like, we know we are never worried.
Everyone in Hong Kong was able to handle it relatively well. At least within the first month or so. The government sucked, and they didn't hand out anything, and they didn't do a good job at all. They did barely close the border, but that's the Hong Kong government.
I've seen Hong Kong people much better handling the situation. I'm feeling myself much safer here, and I'm more than totally satisfied what's happening right now here. And I hope in maybe a few weeks, 1 month, everything will be finished.
Congratulations to Hong Kong.